A little bit of internet issue once again. A lot of internet issues lately. This guy's here to Garble War. Yeah, I think he was that he gave up. He's like, ah, there's 3 mobs there. I'm not gonna go kill 3 mobs. It's funny. Seems like there's supposed to be some sort of key. I don't know if it's coming from a mob here or not. And I guess this guy has the guard captain. Hey Sky, what's up? Yep, chase me, buddy. Chase me. Chase me. Oh, you can't even like fucking leave the like you can't even like leave a battleground. Like if you try to leave, it's like I still have not found a way to like if you try to like leave group, leave instance, it just does not let you leave. It's really weird. I haven't done a battleground in like 20 or 30 levels or some shit. I think last way to battlegrounds was in like the 20 to 30 bracket maybe, or maybe the 10 to 20 bracket. I don't really remember. The fuck is this? I got something on my chair. I'm like, what the hell is this? Apparently I was sloppy with eating my burrito last night or something. Normally I'm not. It is what it is. I've been under a lot of stress. Why is there no loot on these mobs? You see that? They had like no loot. I'm gonna guess that that's not unusual, so... How the fuck are you supposed to get around this mountain? Let's try the long way. One thing in Turtle WoW is some of the custom zones are just hard to navigate. They put lots of cliffs, lots of water, like they're not always very easy to get around in, which can be really annoying. I mean, look at this. You know, I'm actually, just because I'm curious. I don't have my hearth up.
You can kiss your ass.
I don't have my bubble up. I was trying to bubble there. I'm actually just gonna go around. I think there looks like there's an, according to this, there should be an opening over here. And here it is. Although I don't know. Maybe not. Look at this. Look at this is what I'm talking about with Gilneas. I mean, look at this shit. Just like, what the F? And when you go, and the thing is, when you go around the other way, you run into basically like a water or a cliff. You have to basically go down and kind of. It's just hard to navigate. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see what we get when we come around this direction. I'm kind of curious, actually. My morbid curiosity. Come on, girl. Can you climb? You can make it. Okay, maybe not. It's weird. We're actually moving out of the zone. Out of Gilneas. There seems to be a path leading us right back into Gilneas from here. Discover the old rock pass. Oregon. 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 I'm silenced or something. What the hell? I can't cast my Consecrate. What the fuck's going on? I can't cast a spell.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I literally cannot cast a spell right there. I don't know if I was... I guess I was silenced. When do Worgens silence? That was fucking weird. Look, I'm silenced again. Look. I can't cast a spell. That is so weird. But it's not saying I'm silenced. That's what's so weird about it. And there's nothing in the combat log either that says I'm silenced. But I was definitely silenced multiple times there. Very strange. There's a lot of freaking work in here. Holy shit. I'm silenced again. Look at that. That is something weird's going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Weird, man. Look, I can't cast Seal of Light there. Finally. I'm having to like cast spells like 3-4 times to get it to work. Maybe it's something with the server? I don't know what's going on. Huh. Is it appearing? Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, I see it now. Thanks, Miles. I kept looking like in the wrong spot. I was like looking up here, and then I was looking on my portrait down here, and I wasn't seeing it. Interesting though. You know, the Worgen don't normally silence. That's why it was throwing me off a little bit. Let me see if we can we move that? Let's see if we can move that. I think we can move that. No. Oh, it's item. It's weird. It's linked to the item buffs and debuffs. That is so bizarre. Why would it do that? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them right here. Yeah. Well, I haven't really fought him too much here in Gilneas, so just a little bit was a little bit of a surprise. But now that I know that's what it is, it's not freaking.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's not freaking me out anymore.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
I thought so. Maybe one more time. I keep healing above and below the threshold. That's why it's triggering my low health warning. Alright, so let's move this up right about here. Honestly, we don't even need this, so let's... Alright, cool. Yeah, so these are not good. I mean, normally Worgen are kind of a pretty good... Normally the Worgen would be a pretty good mob to grind for XP, but since they're silencing me, that's going to make them a really bad mob for me to grind for XP. Ooh. So that'd be fun. Yep, silenced.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
These guys do good damage. Do very good damage. Look how much damage they're doing. Wow. Probably shouldn't have banned it. Probably should have just healed. Oh, this is going to be weird. Yeah, these guys are a pain in the ass. As a paladin, if you can't cast spells, you're kind of you're pretty much
your ass goodbye.
You're kind of fucked if you can't cast spells. So. You think it's newly implemented? Well, I would not recommend killing these guys as a paladin, because that is not fun. Not fun at all. I remember killing a few of them, and I don't remember being silenced, but... Spare wagon wheel. And the quests in Gilneas are annoying too. There's like a lot of it's just a lot of the new quests in Turtle WoW are really annoying because they make the new areas hard to navigate. That's why they're annoying. You know, you can't just for example, this cave here is it's a bitch just getting to it. And then you saw that I had a quest to turn in here, but if I want to go around this way, I had to go all the way over to here. You know, because there's this big, huge cliff wall over here that you can't get around. And then if you wanted to go around this way, there might be some sort of location over the mountains here. I don't know, but I ended up running all the way to here, to this river or area here. And then it was okay, now I've got to go down here, down the road, up this road, back across this way. So it's just a lot of traveling, a lot of running around. It's not ideal, you know, so definitely not ideal. Blood-claw pelt. Well, the Unreal, yeah, the Unreal stuff, that looks, yeah, I agree. That looks like it's nowhere near ready. I 100% agree with that. That just, it looks like, yeah, it's nowhere near ready. They're like, oh, December this year. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. Not unless you're releasing a very incomplete, you know. Oh, and so the Blood Call Pelt is these guys. Oh, I bet these guys don't silence. Let's find out. Hopefully they don't. Because that's, shit's annoying. Yeah, I think what it is these guys don't silence. Those ones over here were silencing. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Hans Mooster, what's up? She's the same as yesterday. She did say a couple words. That's about it. About the same as yesterday. Her oxygen level seems to be hovering around 92%. So I haven't talked to my wife yet. My wife's at the hospital with her, so I don't know. As far as I know, that her condition hasn't changed since yesterday. I'm hoping it gets better, you know? The debuff time on mobs? Oh, you mean on the target plate? That's
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That's ShaguTweaks. Yeah, thanks, Kenny. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, we're all hoping that she continues to improve, but the problem is she has water on her in her lungs, so. Yeah, I think I had stalled debuff timers, but I don't know. I just didn't need it because I'm using ShaguTweaks for the, like here for the plates, so just didn't need the debuff timer because the ShaguTweaks does it. Yeah, we talked about it. I think the ultra hardcore just sounds stupid, to be honest. I mean, to this point, it's gotten ridiculous. It's like, why don't you just make somebody tie their fucking hand behind their back and play the game? It's kind of gotten to the point of just ridiculousness. I've leveled lots of characters to 60 in hardcore. Warriors, paladins, hunters. It's just kind of stupid. It feels like a gimmick at this point. It's like, it feels like people searching how to somehow make the game more, just to keep the game more interesting, which it's like, if you don't enjoy the game, maybe go play a different game at this point. So the thing with ultra hardcore, here's the thing. I've played World of Warcraft since 2004 beta, so I've leveled characters from 1 to 60 in vanilla content like hundreds and hundreds of, if not thousands of times. So to sit there and play a ultra hardcore out on it, you're not doing anything different. You're still doing the exact same leveling a character in vanilla from 1 to 60. So you're just making it slower and more like kind of annoying, to be honest. Hardcore is fun, and I like regular hardcore, but to sit there and say, oh, we're going to make it like, it's stupid. It's stupid, Houndstein, it's kind of silly. It's like it does stuff like, the closer you get to death, your screen starts to get dark, like you get tunnel vision, like, for example. It's just stupid to be. I just think it's dumb. I think it's too gimmicky. I think it's people trying to somehow make the game fun because they're bored, is all I think it is. And like I said, at this point, why don't you just fucking tie a hand behind your back or something and play one-handed if you're that concerned about the game being too easy or too boring. And that's the other thing too, is if the game's too easy, I think that's a really great, I think that's a really good indication of the fact that MMOs in general, this is a conversation I have all the time, that MMOs in general are just too easy. I mean, MMOs in general are too easy. Like, the only really difficult content in MMOs is when you do, like, really, really hard raiding, like high level, like challenging raiding, and that's usually only really difficult because you have people that just screw up. You know what I mean? Let's face it, the hard part about raiding isn't being good on your character. The hard part is getting everybody to play good together, or to follow directions. That's the hard part, right? Yeah, Turtle WoW is fun if you want to play a vanilla version of the game. If you want to play a vanilla version of the game where it's got custom new content that you've never played before, then yeah. If you really like vanilla WoW, I mean, you can see here I'm in a completely new zone, Gilneas, which doesn't exist in regular World of Warcraft, regular vanilla, right? There's no Gilneas zone in classic WoW, right? Like, I am completely in this zone here, which in regular classic WoW, this zone doesn't even exist. But here, that's an entirely new zone with new quests and new things to do, So if you are looking for new, custom content, and also Turtle WoW is a little bit, it's scaled up a little bit, so it's more difficult. It's not like way more difficult, but it is more difficult. The mobs are definitely harder to kill in Turtle WoW than they would be in regular WoW, right? So yeah, I mean, and of course there's also high elves you can play. There's goblins you can play. Now this server's cross-faction, which means I can group with Horde if I want. I'm personally not a fan of that. I would prefer it not to be cross-faction. So, but that is what it is. I think Bronzebeard is stupid. Sorry, I think Bronzebeard is... I mean, Bronzebeard is like basically like Season of Discovery plus or Season of Discovery Part 2. You know what I mean? All Bronzebeard is yeah, they're giving you Ascension WoW's take on their so-called Classic Plus. But the thing is, Ascension preys on the retail aspect of World of Warcraft, meaning they prey on the fucking millennials, right? The people that want the instant gratification, the people that can't take the time to level slowly, the people that could never play EverQuest and live in EverQuest because it's take too long to level a character, it's too hard, I don't know how to get the quest done, I don't know where to go to turn in my quest. That's the kind of shit that shit plays upon, right? Yeah, but Season Discovery is garbage. I mean, Bronzebeard is garbage because they're giving you gear and items way too quickly. Well, you're fucking level 2 character and you get like level 5 green drops off of mobs, right? It's stupid. So, it's too retail. It's too retail. Just like Houndstein said, forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. What is it? Howenstein or Howenstein. I don't know how to pronounce it. But, yeah, it's just like retail WoW. It doesn't have the feeling of vanilla, right? Vanilla should be challenging and should be more of a slow leveling experience and should be more of something you want to play with your friends. I just don't see that Bronzebeard is like that at all. So at least I don't think it is. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's got a different opinion. Some people may like it. Some people, I'm sure lots of people like it. I'm just not one of those people. I thought Season Discovery was a steaming pile of dog shit. I thought Season Discovery was awful, in my opinion. It's like, let's just take a bunch of abilities from retail WoW and shove them into glyphs and throw them into a game and make people discover them, right? It's kind of stupid. And not to mention the fact that it was completely untested. Completely untested. The classes were completely unbalanced. I played Season Discovery, and I ran around with my hunter with a scorpion pet, and my scorpion pet could solo warriors. I got yet in a PvP scenario where it was me versus a warrior, and I would just send my scorpion pet to attack the warrior, and I would just run away. And the warrior couldn't kill my scorpion pet before my scorpion pet killed the warrior. It was ridiculous. It was straight up ridiculous. And there were like severe imbalance issues all over Season Discovery, and that's just clear that you never tested it. I mean, you never tested it. Like, you didn't seriously test anything. You know, like the whole like PvP in Ashenvale was a joke. Like, they had to like modify the bosses to give them more health because people were just flowing through and killing them so quickly. The fact that the Horde had 2 flight paths in the zone, Alliance had 1. I mean, that right off the bat gives the Horde an advantage. It just was dumb. I mean, nothing about Season Discovery was really cool. So, but I'm bitter because I want to play a new MMO. What is this? That's water. I couldn't remember what that was. It's like water. I want to play a new MMO. I'm kind of tired of playing the same, you know. But as far as like, if I'm gonna play World of Warcraft, I'm gonna play Turtle WoW because Turtle WoW has so much custom stuff, you know. You know, Turtle WoW's got so much custom stuff, and I like that. You know, I like the custom content. I like that there's different talents. I like that the Paladin's got Holy Strike and Crusader Strike. Although it's a pain in the ass to manage all the... My rotations are a lot more complicated now than they used to be on Paladin, but that's cool. You know, it gives you something to do, man. Regular Paladin was like, I could watch movies and play with one hand. It was so easy. Yeah, Lightning of Fire looks really cool. I'm pretty excited for Lightning of Fire. And again, when a good game comes out, a good MMO comes out, I won't be playing any version of World of Warcraft. 100%. If Lightning of Fire comes out and is as good as it could be, I won't be playing Turtle WoW. I'll be playing Lightning of Fire, right? And it's not a knock against Turtle WoW. Turtle WoW is great. It's a knock on the fact that I've played World of Warcraft since 2004, so I'm just kind of bored of it. You know what I mean? The only reason I play WoW is because there's just really isn't any other MMOs that are as fun as WoW right now. There's plenty of MMOs, but when I go play them, I get bored of them, pretty quickly. I'll play them for like a couple weeks. I like if I go play Guild Wars 2. I mean, Guild Wars 2 is a good game, but after 2 weeks of playing Guild Wars 2, I'm like, I'm bored. What I like about Turtle WoW is I like that we have the arena seasons just got released, so we have arena. The PvP looks like it could be interesting. We got battlegrounds. We got all kinds of new. I really like that they modified the professions. So there's like all these things in professions that never existed before, like how leather workers can make armor kits that they don't just give you armor; they give you like stamina or. There's all kinds of like cool things like the blacksmiths can make belt buckles that increase your spell power, and there's all these neat little things they've added to professions that should have honestly been in the original game, right? And that's what Classic Plus is all about. Classic Plus is taking vanilla WoW, keeping it the same, but just adding stuff to it to kind of flesh out the systems and flesh out parts of the game that really should have been fleshed out to begin with. Yeah, I think the class design's good. I mean, the talent trees aren't my favorite. I mean, if you're talking about like talent trees, I think Rift MMO has the best talent system. The soul trees in Rift I think are my favorite. I would also say Guild Wars 2 talents are really cool with the specializations. I like the way Guild Wars 2 does it. I also really enjoy Guild Wars 2 combat because I like weapon swapping, and I like the fact that when I swap out my different weapon sets, I have different abilities. But I definitely a big fan of the Holy Trinity, though. I like having dedicated, healer, DPS, tank classes. But I think that they shouldn't be relegated to the class themselves. I think having talent trees that, again, Rift knocks it out of the park, because in Rift, you could be a cleric who could be a healer. You could be a cleric and you could be different types. Like, so if you were a cleric in Rift, because based on Rift's soul system, you could do almost anything, right? If I go to the Rift, let's say I go into Rift and I say I want to be a cleric, right? And I say, oh, I want to be a warden, which is a healing soul. Okay, I'm gonna be a warden. So this gives me like healing. Let's say I want to add in, let's do Justgar. I want to add in the ability to have a defensive. So now I've got a defensive soul. It increases my health. You know, this soul allows me to tank basically. What if I want to do like a druid has like healing over time, right? What is the power offensive melee? I don't want the powerful offensive melee. Give me the shaman, offensive cleric. No. Trying to think of the one I'm trying to find. We can do Oracle, Warden, and Purifier. So I've got 3 different souls, and they all do different types of healing type things, right? What I'm saying is, you have with these souls, you can pick and mix and match anything. Like if you want to have a healer who has really powerful direct healing spells, you can do that. If you want to have a healer who has powerful direct healing spells, but also has powerful HOTS as well, you can do that. If you want to have a healer who is able to apply like buffs to your team to make them have better defenses, you can do that. If you want to have a healer who can also off tank, you can do that. You know what I mean? So I like the flexibility, and I think the Rift Souls system is pretty much the best talent system of any MMO. Yeah, the Guild Wars 2, I love the artwork in Guild Wars 2. The problem with it is it doesn't really lend itself for it doesn't really lend itself for like clean and easy to see combat sometimes. Like it's not always easy to see. The way the spells and the particle effects work, it's not always the best. So same thing with like Final Fantasy 14. You know, you can get this kind of hard to see stuff. But anyways, I think we need to go down and let's knock out this quest. I need to stop talking because I have a horrible sore in my mouth, canker sore in my mouth, and it hurts to talk. So let's see. What is this big castle on the hill? Is this like the instance? I've never done any instances in Turtle WoW. So any of them? Oh no, that's not true. I think I did one instance at below or whatever, Balor. I did, and we're looking at that. It looks like the game, they got a long ways to go, man. They got a long ways to go before they get the UE5 implementation to a point where it needs to be. There's a lot of they got a long ways to go, man. In my opinion, they need to really fix the UI elements. I don't like kind of the skins they use. Don't look that good. I didn't like the fonts they used. The fonts weren't like aligned on the buttons. You know, some of the spell particle effects didn't really look that good. And then there was like a flash when a lot of the spells ended. There was like this kind of flash that didn't look that good either. And that's it. They didn't really have much. All they really basically had was, oh, we're showing off the fact that UE5 has better lighting. You know, it's like, oh, we have some better lighting and we got some better spell effects, and we got like some dynamic lighting, you know, that's applied to. Holy shit, this guy just crushed that mob. What is this, a rogue? What level is this rogue? Because I need to play a rogue, because this rogue is just crushing people. This rogue is putting out some serious damage. Let's put on the damage meter and reset it. Let's see how much damage this rogue's doing, because it looks like he's doing just a shit ton. No, actually in that fight, I did more damage than the rogue did. Interesting. I did see the other video where they said you could still run, right? The end of the video where they talked about Legacy version being smoother movements. I didn't really remember them saying it was smoother movements. I just remember they said you could switch between Legacy and UE5. I don't know. All I saw from that video was that they got a long way to go before the UE5 implementation is going to be what I would consider a polished product. Like because they basically added some grass into the game using like Unreal Engine 5's, you know, whatever. Like you can see the grass is animated and stuff blowing in the wind. But they haven't updated the trees at all, or they haven't updated anything else, like the logs, the trees, the rocks. So what's going to happen is if you try to release it looking like that, it's a mismatch. It's like it's a bastardization. You know, it doesn't really look good, to be honest. So the only thing that I saw in that video that looked really good was the skybox, the day-night cycle, the skybox, and the dynamic lighting on like fires and, you know, light sources. That kind of stuff was obviously better. But yeah, it's got a long way to go, man. Yeah, I noticed that too, that when the female Torn model was fighting some of the mobs, she looked bigger than she should have been. Like it looked like they had scaled up the size of the model, which I thought was really bizarre. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it was like, it just felt like it was a lot bigger, you know? Just kind of weird. Okay, looks like the rogue's done. That's a nice person that they actually took the time to say, see you around, take care. See, that's a nice person. We don't have as many nice people in MMOs as we used to, you know? Let's not get the caster just... oh, shit. I guess all we got's casters. Oh, well. Just gonna regen some mana a little bit here. Recoup some mana. Oh my god, loot. What do we get, a ring? Ooh, the Welkin ring. It's actually not a bad ring. Let's see what we got. Intellect Spirit, yeah, it's better than that. I have a lot of mana. My paladin's got quite a bit of mana, but doesn't have any armor. I think I'm still wearing a lot of mail gear. It's very difficult to find plate gear that's got stamina intellect because it's just so expensive. That's why I'm trying to level my blacksmithing so I can just make my own gear. I'm hoping there's some new blacksmithing recipes that'll be decent. I wonder what's... RFD, yeah. But you know me, I'm too lazy to run a dungeon. I don't play well with others, man. I don't play well with others, Miles. I just want to get to 60, make my own gear, or do some do 60 level dungeons. I don't really care much about dungeons before level 60, to be honest. What happened to my sound? Where'd the rain go? How come I can't hear the rain? Here, let's try it. Let's try reloading the game. Okay, that didn't work either. Okay, I guess the rain's not working for some reason. That's weird. The rain normally works here. So we have a quest near the entrance. I don't know where the entrance of... I don't know how to get to the entrance of this dungeon thing, whatever this is. Gilneas City? Looks like there's a path up here. Somebody just buffed me. I don't have the highest level of like Blessing in Might. I actually, when I'm leveling a paladin, I don't use Blessing in Might, like at all. Like I don't even use it. Like I'm either using Blessing of Sanctuary, there's the rain. I'm either using Blessing of Sanctuary or Blessing of Wisdom. I never use Blessing in Might, not on my Protection Paladin. It's kind of pointless. If I was on a Retribution Paladin, obviously I would be, but... Can I zone in? Ooh. I've never even been in here before. I've actually never been in here before. Are these all, I'm assuming these are all elites. Oh yeah. Oh, it's raining nice and hard here. I love it. I love the water here. That's awesome. This city looks cool. See, this is what I love about Turtle WoW, is this kind of stuff. I mean, look how cool this looks. This kind of rundown city. Elite mobs everywhere, water, rubble on the ground. Looks scary as shit, doesn't it? But yeah, this is the stuff in Turtle WoW I really like. Why do I feel like I have all these quests in Gilneas? Why do I have so many quests that aren't done? I have like all these quests, but when I look at the map, I'm not really seeing a lot of stuff to do. Like there's this, the Signet of Silver. Okay, I've done that quest before. There's the wheel, the broken wheel, so that's over here. At this point, I'm about ready to go back to non-custom content and just go find a good place to AoE farm some mobs and just level. But let's try and knock this quest out real quick. I think the wheel's right over here. If I remember correctly, it is right here somewhere. Okay, maybe not right there. Maybe it's inside the building? Nah, they wouldn't put a wooden wagon wheel inside a building. The hell? I know it's right here. Maybe it just needs to spawn. Oh, here it is. I didn't realize it was a box. I thought it looked like a wheel. The spare wagon wheel. Now here, how do I get? See, like you would want to go right to this quest, right? But you can't just go like a direct line straight to that area. I guarantee you. I'll try, but I don't think you can. Let's see, unless it's inside that cave. Nope, it's on the other side. Maybe we can get through here. Can't remember. Okay, no, we can. Good. Time to kill some skeletons. Pretty soon, anyway. I did these quests on my hunter. On Nordrenar, I had a hunter level 40, like 4,500 hardcore hunter. And I did all these quests leading up to the release of AmberShire, and then once AmberShire came out, I deleted that hunter on purpose because I wanted to recoup all her Turtle Walk credits because she was a hardcore character. So I got like 2,200 credits back. Kind of hurt deleting a level 45 hardcore character, though.
Hey there. See you later.
All these quests. Shit.
something? Safe travels. What can I do for you? For the Alliance. Well met. Go with honor, friend.
You need something? Farewell. Light be with you. Light bless you.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
candy shop. You see the candy shop riding by? Mm-hmm. It's funny seeing like undead just kind of run past me. They're just like, ah. Ooh, I need thick leather for that shit. I think I've got thick leather. Maybe.
to you. See you around.
Scarlet Cathedral. Hmm. So many paladins in Turtle WoW. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy how many paladins are on Turtle WoW. I don't even have a two-handed weapon. It's kind of funny, actually. And my DPS sucks. Of course, I am a Protection Paladin. Wow, my DPS sucks compared to these guys. Look, 103. Why is my DPS so bad? I've actually did a dungeon before my Paladin, and my DPS wasn't this bad. It's only coming in about 100 DPS. It's not good. I think I am the lowest level character here, but still, that's pretty low, man. Oh well. Can I dispel them? Where's he going? Man, my DPS is shit. I didn't expect my DPS to be this bad. I mean, it's not... Actually, it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, it's like way, way off, but it's definitely not good. I am a Protection Paladin, though, so I just thought it would have been a little better, but... Oh, well. Maybe it'll get better over the whole fight. I just bubbled out of that shit. I was like, fuck that. You're not gonna fear me. You're not gonna fear me. Ah, now we're getting some humanoids. Interesting. I wonder. I've got Ret Aura up. I guess that's fine.
This district is currently on lockdown.
I don't have a two. I need to get a two-handed weapon so that when I do dungeons, I can go ahead and toss it on. Because I probably would do more damage with the two-handed weapon here. Maybe I'll go buy one. Okay, the Dark Reach Branch is agreed. Alright. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, there. Since I restarted the damage meter after switching to using my highest level consecrate, now I'm number 2 on damage. So a lot of it was just I wasn't using the highest level consecrate. What's up, Sticks? Okay. I'm stunned. I don't know what I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Reforged? I have no idea what that is. Unless you're talking about like Warhammer Reforged or whatever it's called. No, no, I haven't checked it out. No, I don't play. I mean, sorry, I don't play Warcraft 3. Especially not WoW's reforged version of Warcraft 3. I heard it was really bad. But I played Reforged. I don't play those old games anymore, man. Sorry, I can't play those old games, isometric games, whatever. Yeah, I've never really known the lore of Warcraft. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the lore that well. I know Volstay really likes the lore in Warcraft. I know that Blizzard ruined it all in the retail, current retail version of the games. From what everybody tells me, it's kind of garbage, but Yeah. My favorite is the black, like half blind, like no armed chick with the shield. It's just like, what? I mean, it's just like, what kind of a moron comes up with that shit? Let's have a black woman who's like half blind and is missing an arm. Her arm's a shield, and she's probably a lesbian to boot. It's like, what the, you know, what the hell? The wokeness is ridiculous, dude. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not down with the woke, sorry. I grew up in a time when people, you know. I'm just not gonna say anything, I'll just stick my foot in my mouth, probably. Oh, wait a second. That was a pretty crazy pull there. Actually, now that I reset the damage meter, my DPS is not that far off. I'm just barely behind this other paladin. And then, of course, the mage and the tank are ahead of me, but tank's higher level. And he obviously has better gear than I do. But yeah, so that's cool. Also, I think somebody hit me with Blessing of Might, which is helping quite a bit.
I have served as marshal throughout all of the Orcus incursions. You will not put an end to Gilneas.
Come on, shield. Yes, it's not an attack. I need that shield. Give me that shield. I need a good shield. It's better than my shield, right? Yeah, I thought so. Nice. The shield. Oh yeah. It's better than my shield. What? They said nice rolls. What were the rolls? Oh, I rolled a 93. It's weird that it says 7 agility. It's kind of weird for a shield to have agility. I would rather have like spell power or like intellect or stamina. Apparently they, I guess they like paladins because the two items that have dropped that I've seen are both good paladin items. I wish I would have won the first one because it was like a mace that would have been way better than my weapon. Actually, my other shield's... It's tempting to say my other shield's better than this shield just because it has 3% block on it, which is a lot, right? Ooh, big pull. Oh, shit. This is straight up full wipe. I'm not sure what happened there. Somehow I pulled like way too many. Oh my god, do we have to run all the way back? Shit. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to say that my green shield's literally better than that blue shield. Where is my here? This one, because the armor value is less, like by almost 300, but I had 3% block, which is a shit ton of block. Hmm. It has 28 block on it though, but that's only how much damage it blocks. So that's pretty close. I mean, 3% block is a lot of block. Well, the tank's not marking, so it's kind of, I don't know, maybe you can't mark in this in Turtle, I don't know, but it's hard to keep track. Unless I created a sys macro, which I probably should create one. I just haven't, I've done so few dungeons to this point, so... I'm still not sure if this shield... I still think this shield might be worse. Um...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Man, these mobs hit hard. Are we still in combat? Shit. They aggroed to me, and I swear I was falling right behind the tank's footsteps, and they still aggroed. They still aggroed to me, so... Why does everybody run faster than I do? Did you guys notice that? Like, everybody runs faster than me. You're like, why am I so slow? When the mage I can understand because of Blink, but holy shit, man. All the paladins must have the stupid talent, right? They must have the pursuit of justice talent, which makes them move faster. Because they're all faster than I am. It's kind of annoying at this point. These guys are really getting ahead of me. Yeah, we're almost back to where we were. And this place is huge. How big this building's in. Okay. This is where we died. I don't really have... I'm just gonna put a red ore. Who cares, man? I've only completed one of the dungeon quests. Oh, he's got a shitty shield, dude. Man. Well. Yeah, that I can't believe that tank shield is that shitty. I mean, seriously, you can go to the bank and he's level 46 and he's tanking. He must not be a main tank. That must not be his main profession. I wonder what his talents are. Because his I mean, you can't be running around with a shield with 800 armor on it trying to tank dungeons. That's crazy. You can buy a green shield. I mean, my green shield has like 1400 armor on it. The one that I was using, this one, and it's a level 43 shield, and it has almost 1500 armor. And this tank's running around with a shield that's got like 800 armor. Look at this, a level 33 shield. Now his gear, I mean, is way better. I mean, he's running around in like tons of blues, like crazy amount of blues. But man, he needs to upgrade that shield. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hey, what's up, Bus? Oh man, that's sorry about your dog, man. That's sad news, man. I'm sorry about your dog, man. That's bad news, man. We almost died. That one guy almost died there. Yeah, my wife's mom's in the hospital. She had a stroke, and we thought she was going to pass away a couple days ago, but she's starting to bounce back. So our we're dealing with all of that, man. So I got 10 great years. That's good, man. We have I have 3 cats and a dog, and I'm not looking forward to the day when any of my animals get to that point. I'm not looking forward to that. But my wife's in the hospital. Her mother's had a stroke, and so she's just having an awful time. I was at the hospital Monday through Friday. Today and yesterday, the first day I wasn't at the hospital. And it was mostly because she just kind of said she didn't really need, she's like, you don't have to be there. Plus, at this point, the doctors are so mad that so many of us were in the ICU all the time. They're basically telling us there's too many people in the ICU. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's got blue, 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 blue shield, blue hammer. It kind of makes me mad that the other paladin rolled need on the mace. Like this other paladin here rolled need and won on the mace that I could have used. And he's not even fucking using it. Like, he rolled need on the mace. Which kind of sucks because, you know... Or maybe the other paladin won. I shouldn't say anything. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't even see any roll. I don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see it. Maybe I rolled it. I didn't even see the blue item. So... Yeah, sorry again about your dog bust. That's rotten, man. Not looking forward to the day when any of my cats pass away, man. This is gonna be sad news. Ooh, this is gonna be a rough fight. Yeah. I think that's one of the things when you get a pet, you have to, you know, in the back of your mind, whenever you get a pet, you know that one day you're going to have to say goodbye to that pet, and that's not going to be a happy day. But you have to think of all the good years that the pet gave you, all the happiness the pet brought to you, you know. I just told my wife I don't want my pets to ever suffer. Like, I just hate to see when people let their pets get, like, really sick because they're too afraid to, like, put them down. I'm like, don't. If your pet's suffering and in pain, just put it down, man. Don't let it suffer. I see too many people let pets suffer because they don't want to let go of their pet, and I'm like, man, that's just not right. That's not right. Yeah, when the pet's suffering, you know, just put him to sleep. Let him go to heaven. You know. A friend of mine had a dachshund, and the dachshund had all these tumors. Like, he was riddled with tumors, like all across, like he had all these tumors like all across his body, and I was just like, why? And I'm talking like for like a year. This dog's running around with all these tumors, and he's giving it like pain meds or doing just stuff to try to manage the pain. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? This dog is suffering. I don't know. Eating less and less. And they said she was perfectly fine, or what? You know, I hate to say it, but I have 3 cats, and one of the cats, and everybody has favorites, right? I have 3 cats. One of the cats, I'm really afraid. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't want to lose any of my cats, but there's one cat. He's just such a sweet, like, he's like a child. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe. He's like, no matter how old he gets, he always feels like he's a kitten. He just has that mentality. He's just like a kitten. So you just, you know, that's the one that I'm worried about the most, getting sick, because he's just like a little baby, you know, all the time. Even though he's older, he's like a little baby. Another week passed, and she was 98 all, and she woke up breathing really hard. Wife took her to the emergency event, said she had a massive tumor on her adrenal gland. They said it was better if we put her. Yeah, I agree. You know, yeah, I think that's. I think, you know.
My family has held power governing us for countless generations. You will not change fate. Our nation stands strong. I did what was necessary.
There it is. Robes of the Ambassador of the Light. Agreed. All right. So that was it. So I only completed 1 dungeon. So find the deed and then venture into Gilneas and recover the Dawnstar. So apparently there's a couple quests I didn't complete, but I have no idea where they are. Actually, there's one. It says it's right here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it without getting killed. Here it is. Nice. All right, I'm out of here. I mean, my inventory alone tells me to get the heck out. Get the heck out of here. Yeah, that was weird though. Like honestly, I got this shield in there, and you would think that a level 44 shield that's blue would be better than level 43 shield, but I'm honestly not so sure because my level 33 blue shield or green shield, 43 green shield has plus 3% block on it, which is a lot of block. Holy shit, I got a lot of crap in my inventory. Is there anything we can sell? And I need to get to Winter Spring to set the guild location. The guild's this one. The guild headquarters are going to be set to Winter Spring. So I made the mistake of not saving any of my thick leather, as I didn't realize I'd need it. Oh no, I do have, I guess, 9 thick leather. Alright, so this one, we need to make 2 heavy mithril boots. Okay, there we go. Okay, so both these blacksmithing quests are complete. I'm probably going to stop the stream here in a minute, guys. I'm going to take a break, let the dog out. Maybe go for a walk, I don't know. Oh. What is this? Foulhide armband on quest type. So yeah, see with this shield, this is where I think this shield might not be better. If you look at my block right now, it's only 4.88%, but when I throw on my green shield, that goes up to 7.88%, which is a huge difference. That's why I think this green shield's actually better. Even though it doesn't have as much armor, I still think it's probably better than the blue shield. Alright, what do we need to do here? We need to get rid of some stuff. Tailoring. I didn't want to fall in the water. Oh well. Oh well. Alright guys, I'm going to stop the stream here. I'm going to go do some stuff. I hope you guys have a good Sunday wherever you are in the world, and I will see you maybe later tonight. If I play there tonight, I don't know. I might not. And can you still try to install Turtle? I maybe? What are you talking about? I don't know. You could try it. I mean, there's HD. Are you just talking about the HD files? You talking about the hard HD textures? Is that all you're talking about? Because I mean, they're just files. I mean, you can certainly try them. Just install them. It's not going to hurt to put them in there and try them out. If it doesn't work, then just remove them or rename them. It's just files, right? If you're just talking about the HD stuff, just go into data here, and it's just HD patches, right? Like I'm running patch, let's see, B and C, these two. If they don't work, you just rename them to something else. You know? Yeah, the problem is if it doesn't support the latest version, which one are you looking at? I mean, are you looking at the one from the stream? The one I have listed in the stream? Let me take a look. Because I'm using the one that I listed in the stream description. Let me see. I'm not sure if that's the one you're looking at. Yeah, I mean, I'm using B and C. See these two files right here? B and C, you can use these. Yeah, I don't use A. I would not recommend. I mean, you can use A if you want, but I currently use these two files. That's why it's in my stream description. If I didn't use it, if I wasn't using it, I would take it out of my stream description. So it says, yeah, it's not updated, but you know, I use these 100% of the time. I'm using B and C, and you know, my game will crash every once in a while, but it's pretty rare, right? It's pretty rare. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, it runs good. But anyways, I'm going to take a break. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.